Okay, so this is the final video that we are doing on the timed writings, and I am currently in Blackboard, and you will see that in the course content section there's a module, Unit 101, frequently asked questions and timed writings. So click on this, you will get a PDF file with 15 different timed writings. What I would strongly suggest you do is you print them off so that as you are keying them into the software, you're not working off of the screen, you're working off of a printed copy. So you will be doing the timed writings. These are your practice timed writings. These are not the ones that you will be doing as tests. And you need to do a minimum of 2 timed writings per week with no more than 3 errors. And the software will do the proofreading for you. We'll talk about that in a moment. And you want to, over the course of the semester, you can work on the same 3 timings if you want, or you can go through all 15. But I do want a minimum of 3 different timed writings as your, by the end of the semester, 2 timed writings per week. You can repeat the same timed writing for your 2 timed writings per week, or you can do different ones per week. I hope that makes sense. If you've got questions about it, just ask. Okay, I'm going to go into Keyboarding Pro. So here is the timed writings tab that we're on, and as I'd mentioned in a previous video, these timed writings here are the ones that are in the textbook. You can certainly do practice in those, but here are the timed writings that relate to the ones that are in Blackboard. So in the ones that are in Blackboard, they are programmed into this software so that it can do the marking for you. So make sure if you've clicked on timed writing number 1 that you are actually typing timed writing number 1. If you are inadvertently typing another one, I think the software actually says to you, I think you're doing the wrong timing, because it will sense that there are so many errors. So just click on that. So we're going to do number 1. And you have some choices to make here. The settings are default settings. You want to be doing the 3-minute timings. If you're doing 1-minute timings, those are not going to count. You can actually play around with these and do timings of different lengths, but the 3-minute timings are the ones that you're going to be doing on a weekly basis. The entire writing is correct. You always want to make sure the diagnostic is on. That's what's going to mark your timings for you. Backspace allowed, always turn that on or leave that on. You are always encouraged to use the backspace key to correct as you go. Now, what you're not going to do is go and correct, 2 lines back or something like that. I turn this, as it says beep every 15 seconds, I turn that off because I find it really annoying. So just see how it works for you. And then click on close. And then you get this little instruction blurb that says here, if you complete the timed writing before the time is up, repeat the timing. I can tell you literally that if you are in a 3-minute timing, if you have completed the entire timing before the 3 minutes is up and you're starting again, you are keying at more than 100 words a minute. So kudos to you, but I certainly am not there by any stretch of the imagination. So I'm going to click on close. This tells me here I'm in timed writing number 1. Here's the time. There is your rate that will turn up the errors. Ignore where it says errors allowed 9. That's not relevant. That's just part of the program thing. And the errors, there is a little bit of glitch in the software. So when you go to do a paragraph, you hit enter at the end of the paragraph and you hit tab for the next paragraph. It marks it as 2 errors. So we just ignore that and work with what we've got. So I'm going to start the timing, and then I'm just going to pause the recording software and finish off the timing, and then I will show you how it's working. So the clock will start working when I hit my first keystroke, which is going to be a tab key. And similar to the lessons, you are doing one space after a period, not two spaces. All right, so, okay, it says here you keep the writing at 69 gross words a minute with 6 errors. Review your work. So here is the, it looks a little fuzzy right now. I just want to leave this as it is for the moment. But you can see that there is an error here. There's 2 errors there actually, or the software is counting this as 2 errors when I hit enter and tab for the paragraph, and the same again when I hit enter and tab for the paragraph. So I can see here that I only have 2 errors that were made, so my actual speed is not 6 errors, my actual speed is 69 minus 2 errors, so 67 words a minute. So we just ignore the software when it tells us we've made an error with the paragraph. So I'm going to click on close, and then I can repeat the writing for my second timing, or I can hit no and do a different timing for my second timing. It's whatever works best for you. Some people, when they do repeat a timing one after the other, their second timing improves. Other people like me, when they do the second timing that is identical to the first, my speed, my error rate goes up. It's not a pretty thing. So choose whatever you want to do, yes or no, to repeat the timing, and then carry on and do the second timing. So I think that's it. If you've got questions at all, do be in touch with me.